Get them out of here. Get out.
Angels, you're dismissed. What is wrong, Lucifer? You look troubled.
I'm deeply troubled.
Talk to me. What's wrong?
I just came from the high heavens. I just came from the very throne of God. And He has revealed a plan to me. A plan that I do not like, and it doesn't sit well at all.
Tell me what's wrong.
He said He's going to create this place called Earth. And perhaps the most beautiful thing He has ever created. And in that earth, He's also going to create human beings.
Humans.
Humans. These beings that are in His image, that are in His likeness. And worst of all, He's going to give them His spirit of life.
I don't see what's wrong. How can something so beautiful anger you?
What angers me is what follows. He said that He only made them a little lower than Himself and above us, and that we are to serve them and to cater to them and to protect them and minister to them. We've been here longer. We were created longer. Look at me. I am the most beautiful angel in heaven.
Listen, what does that matter?
They should worship us.
Why would they worship
We
us?
should be gods to them.
No, Lucifer, we're not gods. We're made to serve.
It
We're
doesn't
made to
matter.
worship.
We should be gods to them.
Angels, please.
Why are they
please
more
excuse us.
important than we are?
Tell us what's going on here.
Tell them.
Angels, they don't need to
Michael,
hear this.
tell them what is going on. Let them decide for themselves.
Lucifer, God has given us to get the plan that we get.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Let
matter.
me tell you that God is going to create a place called Earth. And He's going to make these humans. And He's going to love them more than us, I assume. I tell you.
More than us.
Yes, we are to serve them. We are to cater to them.
That's what we were made for.
They should worship us.
Lucifer, you need to be careful with how you're thinking.
I'm going to
right
tell
now.
you what I'm going to do. I'm going to raid God's throne.
Yeah,
I'm going back to the high heavens. And I'm going to raid His throne. And I'm going to sit on that throne. And I will be God.
You think you're
Who's
worthy to
with
sit on
me?
God's throne?
Who's with me?
I'm with you.
Michael, either you're with us or you're against us.
I will not betray my God. No one will take His throne.
Then you have chosen.
You made your choice, Lucifer.
As the two armies of angels clashed in a titanic supernatural battle, Lucifer, now called Satan, was no match for God's army. Lucifer and his followers were driven back by Michael and his angels, and they were thrown out of the second heaven. Once Satan and his followers were defeated, Satan could hear Michael speak from above, saying, "Lucifer, you have chosen hatred over love, pride over humility, evil over good, and darkness over light. No longer will you be a creature of love and beauty. You will be a dragon, a hated, loathsome creature whose deceptions will deliver those who listen to you into eternal fire." In an instant, Satan was on the earth, trying to figure out a way to get his revenge against God.
I can't believe this. I can't believe that we got kicked out of heaven and that we lost. Now I'm condemned to this earth. But I tell you what, it's better to rule here than to serve in heaven. But I am angry. I have to find a way to get back at God. I will get my revenge. Somewhere or another I will. I know what I'm going to do. He loves His precious creation so much. We're going to destroy them. We're going to destroy them.
But Lucifer, how are we going to destroy God's humans? After all, you yourself said that He blew His Spirit in them.
That's right. I know I remember when he was revealing his plan, he said that the only way that they can ever be separated was if they disobeyed him. That if they disobeyed him, they will surely die. That is what he said.
So disobey them, you say. So how do we get them to disobey God?
We're going to get them to disobey by teaching them this nasty little thing called sin.
I like where this one's going.
We're going to teach them how to sin. You will now be my generals, and to each one I will give an army. You will teach them how to lie. You will teach them how to cheat and steal. And your army. You will teach them how to fornicate, how to commit adultery, the most dirtiest deeds.
What about
But
you?
You are my favorite and my most powerful weapon. I will call you influence. And you will influence the whole world. Everything they listen to, everything they watch, everything that they are a part of will be influenced by us.
Oh, I like the plans of this, Lucifer.
And their spirit will be so far away from God that nothing will bring them back together again. Let's go, boys.
Let's go.
Satan succeeded in his plan. From the beginning with Adam and Eve to people living this very night, Satan fooled and has been fooling people to fall into his traps from generation to generation. God's love for his children is so great that he came up with a remedy, a plan for the separation that Satan had caused, but the remedy would cost someone their life.
It appears Satan has convinced mankind that I do not love them. Through his plans of a disobedience, he has caused a separation between me and him. I hurt by the rightful acts of their disobedience. They rightfully deserve death. But I want to offer them one more chance.
How, Lord? What can we do?
There has to be a sacrifice of a sinless human being, a person that has been tempted in every way, but will not give in to the temptation. But would also die for mankind.
Lord, there's no such thing. The devil has introduced sin into the world. Their minds are corrupt. There's no such thing as a perfect person. Where can we find a perfect person? There's no way.
Mike, what you say is true. But my plans that I have do not involve me. It involves a human being. Sinless. My plans require a sacrifice, a divine sacrifice. My very own son. He will come in the form of the royal line of David. Capable to prepare the arrival of my son. For he will die for all the sins of mankind. This will be the only way that my children will unite. Yes, my Lord. That will be done.
He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he had borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned every one to his own way, and the Lord hath laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before her shearers is dumb, so he openeth not his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment. And who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgressions of my people was he stricken. And he made his grave with the wicked and with the rich in his death. Because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him. He had put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord shall appear in his hand. He shall see of the travail of his soul, and shall be satisfied. By his knowledge shall my righteous servant justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities. Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall not divide the spoil with the strong, because he had poured out his soul unto death, and he was numbered with the transgressors. And he bare the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressors.